and start talking about really cool things long before we go live. Oh, look, we're live.
Not me. You guys were just yakking before we got started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Old Gray Bricks. Glad you are here. That is so creepy. It is the weirdest thingies. Anyway, good to have y'all here. It is excellent to have our honored guest here today. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Lego Masters Season 2 ending, just spoiler alert, fine. If you don't know, the graphic had it on there anyway. So we're glad to be joined by so many excellent guests tonight. And we're going to be talking about that. We may have one more guest coming. He has an invitation. Hopefully he will be popping in here soon. So let's just do a quick spin through the room and just say hello. And just tell us to start with down here with Boone. How are you doing today, Boone?
Hey, I'm doing so well. Thank you very much for asking. You never start with me, so you really took me off guard when you started with me. I'm pleased to be here and get a little bit of a celebration in with Mark and Steven before I take off and go to another live stream exactly 1 hour from now.
And what live stream would that be? Plug.
Bricktorious Live is coming back tonight.
Victorious.
I've taken about a month off for some events and other things, and we're coming back tonight over there on Boone Builds, youtube.com/Boone Builds.
Sweet.
And I think I can say this. Mark and Steven are going to be my guests next Thursday. Mark, Steven, can I say that?
Oh yes, you can.
Nice.
Yeah. So be very pleased to have them.
It took me 3 days to get them to agree. It took me 3 days to get them to say they'd be on the show. You asked me in like 30 seconds. Well, yeah, we're on. So,
it makes me feel better, Chris. We weren't on like tonight. We didn't plan tonight because I'm like, I know that Chris really wants us on this one, so I gotta line him up.
Okay.
So
All right, that's
has been busy.
Yeah, Chris, it's because of you, Chris, that they aren't on my show until a week and 2 days after they won the challenge or won the competition, because they're here tonight.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Now we got the best of everything, right?
That's all good. All right, let's go to Moto real quick. Moto, what is going on in your world, man? Real quick.
Hi, I'm Moto. I build things. I'm debuting something on Sunday. It should be epic. Stay tuned.
Nice.
Ooh, short and sweet.
I love it. I love it. All right. And then we also have Miss Pink Wheels. Pink Wheels, what are you up to today?
Sorry. So I got a Bricklink order I've been waiting on from Austria for how many months? About a month. And I open up the box.
Ooh.
This is the box. And I'm like, did he or she send me the wrong order? She had put my order inside a Time Cruisers box.
Whoa. What? That is amazing.
Oh, that is cool. Sounds sacrilegious to me, but whatever.
Hey, and I don't understand, like, she just put, or I don't know if it's a lady or a guy. They just wrapped it in like, what do you call it? The brown paper. They just wrapped in the brown paper, put it in Austrian post, and the box is completely mint.
I mean, that's really shiny.
Yeah, there's one little dent down.
Little things, but
That'll buff out.
Yeah, bonus box on my Bricklink order. So that was my win.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, we got somebody else in the green room. There we go. All right, there he is. There's Tyler.
Hello. Congrats.
Here's the trophy.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, look, he's got the trophy.
What's over his right shoulder? Oh,
dude.
Oh, this. No, the other thing.
We're in a spaceship, man.
Timber ship. That's the real cool stuff. Forget the yellow thing.
It has an
actually, you know what?
Sauron feel to it.
Ooh, I like that.
Or a star over Jerusalem also works too.
That's true.
Or space Protestants. I don't know.
Either way, it's awesome.
All right, quick. Let's see. We also have Mark Sandlin in the room. How are you?
Okay.
You're wearing the brand today. We have to highlight.
I have the brand, the shirt on, representing. None of the other gentlemen wore their Old Gray Brick shirt, which is, it's kind of shameful.
I wear Lego shirts like 8 days out of the week, and the one day I don't, I'm shamed for it.
But
This
why are
is-
you
This is
not
the
wearing the Lego
first
shirt?
elitism that I've heard coming from this group today. I'm just saying.
This is the day of your Lego show that you're actually on. Today would be the day to wear the Lego shirt.
Professionals are camera ready, sir.
Yeah, I mean, Moto's actually way ahead of me because he had on a Lego shirt and he changed it and put on another Lego shirt. So,
Not all of us can be Moto. Let's just take that
That's
again.
right. We're not all of us do our Lego broadcast in the laundry room like Moto does. So everything's pretty handy.
Yeah, I did.
I liked it better when Moto sat on the floor, though.
with the washer machines behind him. That was always awesome.
They're right over there.
All right, Matt. Matt, what is up in your world, man?
So, the one thing about being obsessed with new parts and new colors is that when your very large order from Bricks and Pieces arrive, it's like Christmas.
Oh wow! Look at all that. Are those gray flowers or purple flowers?
Those are gray flowers.
Oh, nice. I need more of those.
Those would be good greebles.
We also got the new corner curved windows in brown.
Nice.
And we also got the crates in black and yellow, which are new colors. And we got some light, medium nougat bricks.
Nice.
And a bunch of the printed tiles from the Chinese New Year sets.
Do those have a creamy nougat center?
Yes, they are. They're very delicious. But, yep, that's what's going on.
Sweet. Awesome. All right. That is excellent. All right, Dana, what is up in your world today?
So I made a little mosaic yesterday, little rocket ship for our Peach Slug mock competition for this Saturday, which is going to be the first time that we will have actually had a lug meeting in person. I can't even do the math in my head for the months, but it's been over a year and a half. So I'm very excited to see some of my lug people tomorrow or on Saturday. Other than that, I'm also doing something new tomorrow. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to do Troubles Bricking's My A-Full Life this week. It's going to be like a 15 to 20 minute live stream at 3 o'clock Eastern time, just talking about my week and Lego stuff, kind of like what we do on here, but more so and extensive, and just me, and I don't have the heckling from Mark and people behind me.
Wait, you're doing a solo?
I'm doing a solo album. I'm taking a small lead from the band to do my own thing.
Wait, we didn't have this open band meeting. What is going on? Hey, where's Yoko?
The hands talk. The hands are talking.
Okay. Where's Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
But don't worry, there won't be an Old Gray Bricks set of the week in that episode. That is still exclusive to Old Gray Bricks. But other than that, I'm just going to try and do a thing. So we'll see how it works.
Where are you doing this?
It's going to be on YouTube. 3 o'clock. I'll send out a thing. Troubles Bricking if you just YouTube search it.
I will put something in my my team's reminder to come harass you.
Come harass me.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Just harass you in the comments, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. You can harass me in the comments because there won't be anybody else there to harass me, but you can definitely harass me in the comments, however you want to do it. Chris, do we have time for the Old Gray Bricks of the week, real quick?
Let's throw it at the end because I know that our guests of honor actually kind of split just before we get done.
Then we will make the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes the Old Gray Bricks of the week, which I think we should do anyway. I think we should actually start doing that all the time.
That'll be fine with me too. All right, and our guest of honor. Hey guys, anything happening to you guys lately? I don't know if.
It's been a pretty quiet week. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just the usual, I guess you could say. But we won Lego Masters, so yeah, that's pretty exciting. Not gonna lie.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, way to go. We're excited. If I can, and if I don't get booted off here, let me let's violate some copyright here. Let's play the moment from my seat, and don't complain that I didn't flip my phone to a landscape because it was in a hurry. I know, I hate myself, but here we go.
Title of Lego Masters and $100,000.
Our winning team of Lego Masters Season 2 is... Mark and Steve.
Whoops, there it is. There it is. There's nothing like having sacks of somebody's lung air dropped on your head, but that was a great moment.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I didn't get that treatment. Like, I didn't have like a jumbotron with it playing and like we're the champions. Come on.
I was gonna say they were ready for it, and they were really disappointed when they couldn't pull that trigger on the balloons.
We were watching for balloon guys. It got like 30 seconds before they were making an announcement. I'm like, balloon guy's over there. So,
cue the balloon guy.
All right,
in the chat.
Hoopah! Brett Hoopah! Yeah, listen. Let me go through the chat, and then we'll talk about the thing. Is Andrew Sada's here? Gary Mullane from Ireland is here. Brett Hoopah, Julia Arambam. I'm sorry. That's cool. My son is here, and hopefully he's doing his homework as well. David Lambert, who's a friend of mine over in Thompson, Georgia, is here. Andrew Romaine is here. Jeff Van Winden is here. I think I maybe have got most of the folks here. So great to have y'all here. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. It would be great. All right, so let's rewind to the moment when some of us we were able to be there at your party. Let me back it up, though, and I realized this today. You guys got that award in an empty studio. Is that correct?
Pretty much. Our only audience was the crew of the set. That's
all right. And so Lego Master Season 1 guys, but y'all had families and everybody there. That's right,
We
right?
had families and about like 200 to 300 extras, basically. Randos.
Okay, so how awkward was it? Were you like, yay?
Oh, they had fireworks. They had fireworks indoor. They had these, what would you call those? Like sparklers. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff to fill in the void. You know? Yeah.
Sparklers.
Well,
that makes up for it.
Yeah, there was some serious
that
pyrotechnics.
you guys were like super casual. Like you had the same clothes that you had to wear for the whole episode. And, you know, the judges and Will Arnett were like dressed to the nines. And I'm like, they couldn't give you like, you know, a costume change.
I'm glad they didn't, honestly. We were pretty comfortable. You don't want to be like Tyler and work in a full blazer and stuff, you know.
I thought it was super awesome that like when you guys you get the trophy, you hear it, and you're like, "We did it! We did it!" And the people you're saying we did it to are Zach and Wayne. Like, there's no one else there.
Well, yeah, they got a quick moment to like say, "Oh yeah, it's fun," but then they were pretty much rushed out right afterwards. So we were talking to literally an empty room. Well,
oh man,
I was actually looking at the crew and I was saying all that inspirational. We're kind of looking over this way, and there's just like 30 or so people with cameras. Like they're on 30 or 40. They're all excited. They're all.
Will Arnett was out smoking a cig out back. He wasn't even in the room, you know.
The camera crew were just like, "Oh, we can finally go home."
Exactly. We're done. Yes, exactly that. They were really, really cool.
All right. Well, that's cool. So that was definitely different. That you know, y'all had the celebration and the hugs and the consolation, all that kind of stuff for season 1. Season 2, it's just like 7 of you in the room plus a dude with a steady cam. I don't know. And so that had to be awkward. Did that damper the moment, or was it still just as sweet?
No, I think it was fine. We were pretty much delirious from exhaustion at that point. So it was
careful, your mom's here.
Yeah, our mom was laughing. But no, we were both like just like absolutely like physically done. So we were just like we were all really you got it. So we're just like it didn't even matter where we were. It's just like you made it, you survived. Yeah, wouldn't have mattered. We were glad that it was done. So yeah, we were so excited.
Cool deal. All right, anybody? Go ahead. Y'all just start popping questions, and we'll take some questions from the chats as well. We have a good crew here today. So
I got a question.
I just wanted to hey, can I interrupt just really quickly? I just wanted to quickly say Small Paul isn't with me tonight, but I think he's watching. So say hi to Small Paul.
Hey, Paul.
I have Mecha Paul here, so he's here in spirit.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Yeah.
Sorry,
What's up, Tyler?
Yeah, so like when y'all did the live call, I think Boone and I were talking about this yesterday on the podcast thing. But like, did y'all get to have like those calls with your family? Was that an actual call, or is that just like a pre-recorded message?
It was a pre-recorded message that each family got to send to the contestants. And then what they cut out, which was very interesting, was an actual live call with all the other contestants on the screen.
Oh, cool.
So we got to see and talk to them for a little bit, as much as good as a Zoom call with 20-something people can be.
Sure.
Yeah. But so we did get to see them a little bit. And
Nice.
And Boone was there too. You and Mark showed up for a moment.
A little bit. Yeah.
Really?
And I did not make
I didn't make it either. You were there. You were looking in
got
at
a glance,
studio.
maybe. I don't know.
Here's a question.
Well,
You guys
what
were
I noticed-
local to filming, and you mentioned your mom would come up and like bring you like, home cooked meals and stuff like that.
Sometimes,
You think that, kind of raised your spirits on occasion?
It really did. Mom was such an amazing lifeline. Shout
So
out.
that was the real reason you guys won.
Look,
That really was.
look.
Death and survival. I mean, literally.
Well, okay. They did give us food and Gatorade.
They
and
tried
stuff.
to
The
give us
food
food.
wasn't great, but they did everything they could within the time and it was. Yeah, it's TV, but Mom, she's an amazing cook, and she actually brought up a small toaster oven for me, and I was able to cook pizzas in the morning and waffles and everything. I'm like, okay, I'm living it up here in the hotel room. It was pretty awesome. So, thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Okay, let me just back up. I found out that you guys were sequestered like 10 minutes from here. You had my number, dude. I mean, I could just snuck you stuff. I mean, totally would have,
Do you understand the fine that's incurred if you do that?
Yeah, I know, but still.
I'm just
no
imagining
way.
Chris like on the back wall of like a fence, and he's just like tossing like Cheetos or something over the wall to you guys. Like, here you go. Here's a protein bar.
Here you go, guys.
Waffle House. He would
I
have
got
been Waffle House.
Half the items are getting caught on the
fries.
razor wire, like dead little bodies.
Little Debbie's over the fence.
All they'd find is like a bunch of Chick-fil-A wrappers in the morning.
All right.
Whose Chick-fil-A wrappers are these in the lot? We know that someone was here. There's footprints in the mud.
This Chick-fil-A smells like Waffle House.
Anyway.
That's awesome. But that was kind of like, because I would have figured y'all would have been way north of Atlanta or down south where some filming stuff was. That's where I just assumed what was going on. So that was amazing. Y'all were so close.
One thing I wanted to point out is if you look at the family calls closely, when they end, the reflection is still the family member's face, but they put the Lego Masters logo using VFX on the screen. But the reflection in the ceiling gives it away that it's VFX, which blew my mind that they were doing VFX on a show like this.
Well, they full on, edited out Amy and I on episode 1 because there were, like the final 2,
Say
or like
what?
the top 2. If you go back and watch it, when Aaron and Christian win the golden brick, you can see our reflection on the floor, but we're gone. And I didn't even notice it the first time we watched it. We went back through it.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's going to be scanning for
awesome.
reflections now. They're going to be watching the whole season looking at reflections of the floor and the ceiling.
Man,
That's
Dang,
wild.
dude.
didn't know that.
I mean, wait. So this could have been actually that you guys weren't on the show. You were just edited in. That's what the whole thing's.
Apparently,
The whole fake thing. It's the whole fake thing. It wasn't
It was
Mark and
fake.
Steven. It was
Did
two,
you really win season
crew
1?
guys.
No, I didn't. It was a double. It was all
It was a
CG.
double.
They signed paperwork. They own our like CG likenesses or something like that, right, Boone?
wow.
Something
perpetuity.
like that. I don't know.
They
In
told
the
him
year
Luke Skywalker could do it
2040,
on
they
a
will
body
still
double.
have a virtual version of you playing the Lego Masters game that you can purchase and have an interactive experience with virtual Tyler and virtual Boone.
Yep.
Could it be like a wrestling match, a wrestling game? You could have them.
Oh yeah.
Are you still allowed to have your own sig fig, or did you have to give them that too? Like, can you?
But your Atlanta Brick Company sig figs look different than your sig figs from the show. So
fun fact. If I remember correctly, watching season 1, and please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. You guys had some pretty cool minifigures for season 1. Were they any of those custom printed or really customized figures?
I'm pretty sure they were all official elements.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
All I know is the season 2 they had figures and
Random
they
elements.
really just were like pretty much a hodgepodge as close as possible. Nobody liked their figures. They're all a little off.
Yeah,
And,
bit of a letdown.
So everyone has their much more refined figures at home. So
Yeah, Hokey bricks, and we made our own design, so it's just like we're good. We're just
Wait, so Mark and
You
Steven,
guys-
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, didn't you get the figures of the cast members because they were on the trophy when they gave it to you?
yes, but
that's still a little. We're still waiting, and it's up in the air.
we
Ah.
haven't confirmed that we're even getting a trophy. But based on
Based on
speaking with
that,
Tyler, and
that
the fact
behind that gentleman down there.
it seems like that's the precedent is that we will get a trophy probably at a later time. So
we'll see.
Hopefully,
Did
it comes
you-
in better shape than mine did.
yeah.
Did you hear anything about who made your sig figs?
I
Oh.
know that
I know, we know who it is.
and he was in charge of assembling those, and I think he actually got parts from where I work.
I didn't hear who you said. Did you say the name or you just say you
Brent.
know who it is?
I think it was Brent. If you
Oh,
know
Brent
Yeah,
Benedetti. Yeah.
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 Oh, Brent.
And,
I know who Brent
I,
is.
I,
They got him off the
pure
Brooklyn store,
speculation, but that's all I know is that he would have got him off the brick, and he would have got him from local sources.
I think they should have gone to Hokey Bricks because he's been doing like all the Lego Masters and does them even better.
Really
Way
good.
better.
So, shout out to Fox Execs. Look up Hokey Bricks. He's got your sig figs ready to go.
What I want to know.
We heard that Justin Ramsden put ours together, and we were pretty. I think most teams were pretty pleased with him. But
cool.
Go on. Sorry.
Your card says your weaknesses, and it doesn't include Nexo Knights.
Yeah, we have to do an updated version.
Their card should really include lack of sleep as a weakness.
This is true, especially for episode 11.
Or the fact that Mark is reptilian because the colder it is, the slower he functions.
That is true again. Or we could put Lego Master on it too. Just saying.
That's true.
All right, so this will be a good thing. That's a good segue into it. Tell me let's talk about the differences between season 1 production that you can before your NDA shot collars all go off and you have to write a check.
Oh no, they use Predator drones. They just hover them above our houses.
Sweet. All right, so check your rear view windows and all that kind of stuff. That'll be good. So
it's dark outside. You only want to see them coming.
So let's talk about. So what was the number of weeks for season 1 filming? That if you can say how much time?
That was, I think it was 7 weeks.
7 weeks. Is that right, Boone? Was it 7 weeks?
7.5 is what I typically say.
Okay.
It was just like it was less than 8, but it was more than 7.
5.5 for season 2, to be specific. Yeah.
5.5.
And
with 2 additional
more teams.
episodes.
And more teams.
More episodes and more teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you guys have any days off?
Sunday, and that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday. Yeah, so that you guys probably worked longer days and you had fewer days off because we had every Sunday off and about half our Saturdays off.
Oh wow. Okay, so
That's about right. But they ran hot into the evenings. That was just standard operating procedure. That was also, I think you guys you had a lot more downtime waiting on production to do certain things, whereas ours, there were moments of downtime, but it was running so efficiently like clockwork that it wasn't a lot. I mean, they really had it queued up and they were humming like a machine. Except for a couple oopsies here and there. And then all canned chicken comes out of the wall. But other than that,
wait, what does that mean?
We know.
It's just something we know.
You got to be there. You got to be there, Chris. You got to be there.
It was some of the meal selections for season 2. What's it called? That cold mystery meat with a barbecue sauce packet. So.
Oh wow!
We'll reserve our roast for that one because that was.
I legit lost more than 30 pounds over the 5.5 weeks.
It was 20.
You know what? I said this was Lego Master Survivor, and it was. I mean, literally. At that, if you lost 30 pounds, poor emaciated Mark over there, just
Chris. I mean, I even lost weight, and we were eating good.
In season 3, Chris and I could go for the biggest loser category and see how much weight we could lose over a full season.
It would be
Mark,
the Lego biggest
honestly,
loser.
Mark-
That would be totally.
When Mark's not telling us he lost 15 just for the runway. He did all for the runway, and then he only lost 5 for the
Those were
he was on a model diet the minute they told us about Hats Incredible. He started crash dieting, liquids only.
By the
He
way,
wanted to look good.
Chris, did you notice that in the little montage that they did, they used the wink in the past montage for their? There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't have done that. Good job, Mark.
You got to perform with the puppet.
Yeah,
That was your stage.
True. I got to be Bernie the Bird Out Dragon.
God, I love that.
So I want to come back around to the production thing. So this production with the accelerated schedule and the less sleep time availability in future shows, should there be a handicap for contestants who are under the age of 25 who don't need any sleep because they're young and they wake up and they're bouncing with energy?
I'm 25.
20, should there be some kind of like penalty, like in horse racing, you know, when the jockey is a lighter jockey, they have to put like extra weight on the saddlebags. Like if you're 20 years old, they should wake you up at 3:30 a.m. so you're like equally tired as all the other people.
I would say if you're going to apply, you should factor that in and consider it.
Yeah, make them wear one of the lead vests like you have to wear at the dentist. Put one of those on and like carry that around.
So the producers kept calling Brian and I because we were interviewed, and then during production they kept calling saying, "Hey guys, do you want to come down and do the challenges, before the contestants do it, help us test challenges?" And I'm like, "Maybe." And they're like, "Oh, so we need you to come in on your weekends off from like your regular job and spend 12 hours here." And I like put the phone down. I look at Brian, he's like, "No." Just like, we're gonna have to get a baby. I'm just like, I can't imagine doing that day after day.
Yeah.
I can't imagine getting up before 10.
I get used to it.
Wait, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. Yeah.
For Dana, it doesn't matter.
It's like basically it's like having an infant. That's what your schedule.
Yeah, I was about to say yes. It's exactly like that.
You don't know what's coming. You have to adapt to the infant's needs. When they cry, you have to answer the call.
Are you saying Lego production, Lego Masters production is an infant?
No, I'm saying you sleep like an infant. I mean, I'm making a metaphor. It's not a one-to-one title. Don't put me into
clarifying. Just clarifying.
Okay, here comes the Predator missile. Thanks, man.
All right. So I have a question for season 1 competitors that we have here. What challenge did they have to accomplish that would have scared the what out of you? What challenge did they have to do that you were like, dude, that would have been hard, that would have been tough, that we would have struggled with that? We'll start with Boone.
That's a good question. I don't know that any of them like really scared me, but the one I would have hated was hats. That was that your favorite, Steven?
That was wonderful. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish your thought. No, not for photo.
No, I just I mean, you all
beg
did
to
it.
differ.
Mark and Steven, you guys did a great job at hats, but I that is the one that I would not have liked to build for. I would not have liked to try to present. I've got answers to the other end of that question, but I'll hold on to them.
The challenge you would have liked to have done?
Yeah, I said I'll hold on to them.
All right, we're gonna do that's the follow-up question. So after Tyler says that it wasn't puppets, because we know that's the challenge that he wanted to do, let's see what Tyler didn't want to do.
Was coming through the internet going, I want to do that. I saw it. I saw him post. I want to do that challenge. Which one, Tyler, would have made you the most nervous?
It's all the empirical challenges, like the tower, the shake plate stuff, and the bridge. When there's no creative, or not, I don't want to say no creative,
minimal,
but yeah, the predominant thing you're being judged on is structural integrity. Like you don't have any way to test that. If it's a creative or primarily a visual judgment, I can look around the room and go, okay, well, based on what the brief is, I can see that we are here. Okay. if it's a tower, I'm like, and I feel like Boone can do this well, because you were like, okay, on the bridge challenge, once we saw Aaron and Christian's, you were like, oh, I know I have a benchmark of where we stand. But still, until you get to that point, like you don't have any recourse. You can't change anything from that point.
Yeah, I feel the opposite because like on the bridge challenge, I was a terrible judge of weight, but I knew exactly where we stood in the room. Except actually, I think, Tyler, your bridge was probably the one that we knew the least about, because your structure and your aesthetic were sort of like two things, kind of like one hiding the other almost, whereas everybody else was kind of, you could read it like a book, right? But I felt like our season didn't have enough of that, like purely objective goals, right? Everything was sort of subject to interpretation.
I'm with the guy with the beard. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Taste level. There was a lot of taste level contests in season 1.
But so I really appreciated all of the kind of like
measurable. That's the word you're looking for.
Measurable, outcomes that season 2 had to. Although whether or not how much that actually played into the final decisions, who knows? But
this is the same reason that I always liked essay questions as opposed to like multiple choice, because I'm like, I can BS my way through an essay question, but I can't do that with like a multiple choice.
You're saying that's our resident professor over here. He does not approve.
We see right through you. We see right through you.
All right, I didn't get called an apple polisher in high school for nothing.
All right, so Tyler, would you say though that going to the corollary, the best, the one that you would have loved to do, the puppets, was that yours?
Oh, totally, 100%.
Puppets for you. What about Boone? What about for you?
Mine would be I said puppets until what is it, cliffhanger. Puppets absolutely would have been my favorite. Huge fan of Steve Whitmire and all of his cohorts at Henson, but and I love puppets. I have some experience building puppets that are not Lego, and I don't know why I've never built a Lego puppet, because I've been thinking about it for years. And here's a quick plug: if you haven't seen Blair Archer's Lego puppet of himself, it just came out a couple weeks ago. It's mind blowing. But then they got to the cliff, and I was like, okay, this is like bridge, but you only have one side of the bridge, and you just have to build out from there. And there's, I think, even sort of a more emphasis inherently in like a castle challenge than a build challenge, right? So that also would have been a lot of fun to build for.
Cool. All right. So
and Mark and Steven, your build on that was incredible. I don't think you guys got enough credit for that one, but
thank you. Appreciate it. We were feeling pretty rough on that one, so appreciate it.
Don't tell Matt. Anyway, all right. So
real quick, I should take that opportunity to say goodbye. I got to go set up for my thing. Mark, Steve. Oh yeah.
Before you go, I love your watch, man. That is like, I don't know if you got any compliments. That thing is
good. I thought he said
piece of hardware.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I told Boone, I relayed your love of watches to him in your infatuation with it.
Where did you get it?
I got it on eBay. There was a handful of adult watches put out when all of these watches with these links were put out, and the links are wider on the adult version. Mm-hmm. I think there were like maybe three or four adult ones, and only one of them had a digital face, and I struggle with.
Yeah, it's interesting that yours is digital, because mine's an analog, very similar to Steven's there, except for mine's like black and white and red as opposed to those colors. But
yeah, this was the only one of them that was digital. And I know how, like, I know the science of reading clocks, but in a hurry over the years, I have often found myself in a pickle because I made a mistake. So I go with digital.
Hey,
I like them
get
both.
out of here. Your show's gonna go live in 30 minutes.
All right, see you guys. Thank you very much, Mark, Steven. It's been a pleasure. All the rest of you, I always appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, Chris. And we'll see you all next time. Go build something amazing.
Oh, now the room feels nice and even again. So,
That's right. I'm about to drop on you anyway, so whatever.
All right, let's. We've got some. Let me just go ahead and drop season 2 guests. I want you to think about season 1 challenges that you would have liked to have done that you didn't get to. Somebody asked though, our friend Andrew, the timetable for filming. It was between what month and what month? It ended towards Easter, right? But it was
late February. Well, it depends on whether you count the week of COVID isolation. I wouldn't count that because we weren't really doing anything but sitting around waiting to get tested.
Oh, did they give you bricks to play with?
No, we brought our own stuff, or at least I did.
All right, so February through.
So it would have been early March through. February, March. No, wait. Yeah, because we read out the thing on my birthday. Yeah, so that was the end of February.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
The original show should be starting. The original were saying that they were going to start in the beginning of February, so they definitely pushed it back in time frame for whatever reason. Who knows? Okay. COVID was the beast through this whole thing. So, that kind of brings me to my question. I know, and I would have been interesting to hear Boone a little bit. And I know Tyler, you didn't have to go out and do shows during, and see a lot of people during the filming or the airing of Lego Masters. So even though you knew the outcome, you didn't probably have a lot of pressure to not say anything or feel uncomfortable. Where Mark and Steven, I know I've seen you guys probably 3 times since it aired, and you guys have had to keep your cucumber cool through the whole thing.
Wait.
How hard was it? I mean, I know you guys said that when you ran into other contestants and people during the shows, things were kind of cool. But what did that feel like? I mean, from a day-to-day perspective and going through all that.
Well, I have to say, being on these live streams, it wasn't necessarily easy. You guys didn't make it really easy on us. You're always trying for little bits of information. You know who you are. You all wanted any little nugget of info that you could get. But no, it was
calling them out here.
Okay. Great. I'm sorry, I love you guys. But no, it was hard. It was honestly really hard. It was almost 20 weeks we had to keep our mouths shut. And a similar experience to that, except that we are a little bit more in public because things have started to open up, especially in southern states, Georgia. And so, there's a lot of, you got to be super careful when you're discussing anything. And it's easy to kind of think about it in the chronological order. If you're on the puppet episode just aired, for example, you're not talking about the creature, land and sea one, or anything ahead of that. You only go backwards. You look, what was your favorite challenge so far? You try and put the conversation towards the earlier episodes that helps in the past. Yeah, that helps.
All right, and one of you works at a used Lego store and runs into Lego fans all the time, and that had to not be easy to not.
I mean, when somebody asks you, "Hey, can you get the Grand Emporium down for me?" Were you thinking in the back of your head, "Hey, I'm the Lego Master winner, buddy"?
I'm like, you're asking me to work, Dana? What? I have to go reach on
hypothetically.
If he didn't do that before, he's going to do it now.
That's right.
Hey, you didn't get a Galaxy Explorer, Dana. You have to pick the right item.
Well, that's true.
All right. So
I don't know about you guys, but the way I did is I just relived the weeks chronologically as they went out. Now the Olympics and the baseball and all that stuff really messed that up, but
yeah.
No,
so true, man. It is so true.
Here's a really random question. If there was a challenge where you have to team up with somebody else that's not on your team, who would you have teamed up with?
Are we separating team members?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
How many people are left?
I want Dave. I want to be on Dave's team.
You know what? Moto. I want Moto on it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it because he's sitting right next to me. I'm for real. That would be really fun.
I'll take it, bro.
I think they need to do that in season 3. They
anyone,
could separate the teams for one challenge.
Don't feel
Well, how do you eliminate though? That doesn't make sense.
They do that as the
You have
challenge
to
when
stay
nobody goes home.
Steven. Moto, you have to say Steven.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to pick Steven, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
no, Moto, to answer your question, they got to do it in one of the challenges that they know you're not getting home. You're sending it home, or it's one of the pre-challenges before the next challenge. So maybe it's like each of the team members get some bonus or something.
Yeah, they do advantage
get
challenges, but that's more of an Australian thing. The
I
U.S.
was
They
gonna
only
say,
do advantages about one
This
time.
leads back into all three of the Lego Master contestants. Have you watched all 3 seasons of Lego Master Australia?
I'm halfway through the first season.
We're starting to watch it.
And I'm really enjoying it. It's very weird how they use the golden brick, but I think it's honestly a pretty great show.
It's really refreshing to see that length.
It's cool to watch and nice to see the builds up close. I can really relish them. I did actually have a question for Tyler about challenges. You guys had 24 hours to build whatever you wanted for your finale, right?
Yes.
What did you think about our twist?
I thought it was a lot easier twist than our twist.
Now, what was your guys' twist?
Oh, that was a.
They didn't really talk about it, but it was super awkward because we got into the challenge. They were like, you can build whatever you want, and we're like, great. We had an idea, and they were like, oh no, you just have to kind of like build like a small, like little sample model of what you're gonna build.
Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah,
and we were like, okay, it just needs to be a little small thing. And we were just like, what are y'all talking about? Everybody was having a hard time, and they're like, okay, we're gonna film something out of order. There's gonna be a twist.
Couldn't that?
And the twist was like this weird thing of like you can build whatever you want, but now you have to build like whatever you want and like fill out the rest of the world around your little thing. It was really bizarre. I'm not surprised that it didn't make it. There was like a full hour where we're all just going like, what? What? Like we can build whatever we want. Why can't we just build whatever we want?
That is so
That's
weird.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I really liked the light challenge that y'all had because that gave some element of uniformity across all 3. Like you all had to incorporate something, but you could still build whatever you want. I thought that was a really clever way of
For Mark and Stephen
doing that.
You guys didn't know that is called night and day. That is an Australian challenge, just not a finale challenge.
I didn't know either. Like I said, I've only seen part of season 1.
So now when you come across in Australia, you're going to be like, oh wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Moto, but that's like season 2, and that's like 3 or 4 episodes from the end of season 2. It was one of the more final challenges.
Okay.
So this raises a question I was wanting to ask now that it's all over, which is, and I've already gotten part of the answer. Did you go and watch other nations' versions of Lego Masters? Did you game plan? Did you build a bridge to practice, thinking there could be a bridge challenge? How much of prior seasons of Lego Masters did you consume in preparation for season 2?
So just season 1, and like that was it.
We've seen obviously the United States version, but then after that, I had looked at a few clips on YouTube to see some of the finale builds from Australia, and that's about it. As far as Lego Masters Challenge studying, but we did go over a few basic techniques. Like we really practiced a lot of the well spheres at different sizes, a few like strength connections,
a few gear things,
just a little bit of a brushing up on stuff overall, but really like minimal training just went right in.
And honestly, I really wanted to avoid that. I kind of deliberately stayed away from other Lego Masters because look,
It's easy to be influenced by it.
There's no way on earth Amy and Jamie have not seen the other Lego Masters, and they would immediately spot something that looked familiar. And I didn't want anything, even subconsciously, buzzing around in my head. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. They want to see my stuff. I'll just bring to the table what I've made, and that's.
Yeah, we had the exact same approach.
Okay. I saw that as a bad idea, so I avoided them as much as I could.
So, Chris, I'm going to run out of here pretty quick, but I just got one question from Mark.
Man, go ahead.
Yeah, why did you big time me? I texted you congratulations and you didn't respond.
You're getting hundreds of texts, Julian.
No. Yeah, hundreds of texts from other people.
Wait, you have their cell? I don't have their cell phone number.
That's my brick monkey. Well, at least you got invited to the finale showing. We can talk about that.
You live in a different state, Julian.
I'm unemployed. I can drive.
You know what, Julian? You can be mad at me for that. You can be mad at me for that.
I'm really not mad at them. I don't like them anyway. No,
I know why too. No, I know why. Julian, I owe you an apology. I probably gave you a series of heart attacks. I remember you texted. I do remember vividly that text you sent after.
Oh yeah, I did. I wasn't talking about that text.
You were talking about me tripping on the wire, and
yes, I was. I texted him later, and I guess he doesn't like to share with his brother.
I haven't even seen it, man.
Whatever, nobody cares. But anyway, I'm glad it's all about me. You guys have a great night. Congratulations to all you guys. Moto should have won both.
No, the best team won, man. You have to believe it. I mean, these guys did incredible work, and they made it all the way to the end, and they persisted. And no,
how do you think Zach and Wayne feel right now? No.
Oh, we're not going there. We trashed that conversation the other night. We're not going there.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun, but there can only be one winner out of 12.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works.
You guys are all winners in my heart, or whatever I'm supposed to say.
So all those texts, you need to reply, who's this?
Who did? I just want to make sure they're going to be at the lug meeting on Saturday, or else.
It started to come to the top of the priority list.
Yeah,
are you guys going to come to the lug meeting?
I'm going to pick them up.
I think so.
Awesome.
In the trunk.
Bring the trunk if it's there.
Drive up. Drive up, Julie. You're unemployed. Come on.
Oh yeah, no. Me and Jamie are coming. We're going to spend the whole day. We're going to eat lunch with Dana and dinner with Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, watch out now.
There you go.
Anybody and everybody else that wants to come.
Yeah.
And I got that from Meredith, unless she already has it.
We do not, and I'm still working on your wife's Sailor Moon
No
mini
problem.
dolls.
It doesn't have the fig, but I got it for free. So
Natalie will take it, and we will love it. Thank you.
We'll see y'all Saturday then. From
See you
all of us
Saturday,
here at
Julian.
Spring Bucket Nation, all of you at home, remember, you got to love those bricks. Bye, everybody.
The man hadn't been on the internet much lately, so he had to get it on.
What was that?
Every now and then I check Reddit to see all the everyone's wide variety of thoughts.
I stay off of Reddit. Oh, that thing is toxic.
One thing they were saying, there was one interesting poll that was actually like not toxic, and it said if there was a Lego Master team that went further, like which one would you want to see go further? I do know that Moto and Parse were way on the top of that list. So it's like
really?
Really wanted to see more of you guys building. So it's like
I wanted to see more of us building.
You were on my.
More,
you and Paris were on my top 3.
Well, yeah, but when the thing disintegrates before you hit the runway, it's over. That's just the way it is.
It's a rough turn of events, but
yeah.
Huge amount of support for Moto and Parse. I just want to say.
Okay. Well, you didn't hear that your brother and I are now a new team. That's going to do season 3. So.
Oh man!
Maybe they'll have like the quarter quell, and you guys will all come back and have to pair up with these different partners. It'll be, it'll be great.
I got
Lego Master remix.
I gotta
season
get
or something.
to bed.
Right.
Congratulations again.
You can stay up.
All 4 of you Lego Master folks. So, hats off. No
Thank
pun
you.
intended.
Hats off. Good one.
It was the best challenge.
All right, let's see. Do you have any special plans for after the final episode now that you can celebrate it? All right. So, yeah, where's the cash going?
Okay, come on.
I said it in the event. I wouldn't mind a little SUV. It'd be fun. But
I'm surprised you didn't. There wasn't like a video shot of you guys saying we're going to Disneyland or something like that, or Disney World. That would have been the.
I live in Florida, but probably wouldn't mind a trip to Disneyland with us. Maybe. I don't know, perhaps.
I mean, think of the reaction you'd get walking into Disney Springs Lego store and just popping in just for fun.
Yeah.
Actually, Amy and I went to
really cool. It'd be really
Amy
cool.
and I went to Legoland. Well, it was for the start of season 1. We were doing like a little promo on the local Fox thing. We walked around Legoland and nobody noticed us except for like maybe 2 people who were like, "This is great." But then again, at Legoland, you've got a bunch of parents that are exasperated and a bunch of kids that are just running around sweaty looking for rides. Like they're not looking at any other person in the world, parents or kids. So
it's like Christmas morning, basically. It's that mentality
yeah.
for both halves of the relationship there.
I was at Brick Fair, Virginia, and there
Man,
were
one of
Lego.
these days I got to meet you, Tyler, just to hang out and see what
Did not-
happens.
They did not recognize cast members who were walking around at Brick Fair. I was like, that person has nobody mobbing them. I'm amazed. So,
Well, is that a function of it? Brick Fair. I mean, when you're an adult fan, they're like everybody's kind of want to kind of be equal footing and not play superstars, but those people who are fanboy and we're like, hey, we're just normal builders, just chill, that kind of thing. I think that's kind of the spirit when you go to conventions like that. So maybe that's into play.
Well, except for that, when I finally do get to meet Boone, I am going to go all fangirl on him. We've already discussed that.
You should.
Happen.
I did. I totally went down.
wouldn't.
I lost my junk. I was like jumping up and down and clapping, and then I ran up to him and hugged him.
Like Santa Claus at the mall, right?
Yeah. That's what Matthew has to do because he's going out to Brick's Cascade.
You are going to have to get all fangirl on him for sure.
You got to do the high pitched scream.
Oh, you got to squee. Yeah, you got the technical term is squee. That's what you got to do. You got to squee.
I will practice. I'll practice.
I saw Tyler for the first time, but I have to say it was close because here's the thing, Tyler. I remember an amazing moment from you. I had kind of bootlegged a robot of yours. I felt a little embarrassed, but also like really excited. I made a character not too different from yours, but different in enough.
Mini version.
Yeah, a mini version of what you had built. The emote bot.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
You were so kind. You took a picture with Mini Moat, I called him, standing next to the Moat couple. And that was literally the highlight of my entire year.
Oh, that's great.
Wait. I need to know what ages people were at this moment. How old were you at that moment?
I believe I would
have been like 20.
I was like
22.
18 or 19. I was still just a teenager. So
That was 2013, so that was a long time
it was
ago.
a good time ago. So yeah, that was incredible. So
Or cute little
Oh,
boy.
2013 is such a long time ago.
No.
Just wait till you hit 50, guys. You're going to be like, that's nothing.
Wasn't that not the beginning part of this conversation?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's when you've been around as long as me and Chris have in the hobby. One of our friends who was a teenager or barely 20 at the first convention is now the manager of the model shop at Legoland New York. So it's like the people that you meet along the way go on to do, their own career things with Lego.
And we're just still sitting in the same basement. But
Yeah, Mark and Steven are all grown up now.
yeah, they are.
Fine young gentlemen.
All right, so let me ask you a question, and maybe you can or can't answer. I know they were talking about that season one. There, y'all were going to do or go to conventions and stuff and do a tour kind of thing, or do a lot of that publicity stuff, and that COVID killed that and everything. What is there plans for that for y'all? Is that something you can talk about? I mean, do y'all have some things you're going to do as champs, or are you going to be on like Regis and Kathy or something, or I don't know?
You can do the Tyler Good Morning America. I forget what the morning show was that you and Amy were on, but
Yeah, it was live with Ryan and Kelly. They had plane tickets booked for us to fly up and do that in person, and then it got shut down last minute. Which Amy was kind of glad about, being relatively pregnant.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any kind of things for you guys planned that you can talk about, or maybe I know you were on with Paul Milliken on Fox 5 here in Atlanta yesterday, and I saw that replay this morning, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we did a bunch of online websites. We did a couple small local things with the local Fox 5 news. I don't know of any future things scheduled, so there's always that possibility. But yeah, it's it didn't. I don't think we have anything that big planned. So,
yeah, not till next year, which is Brick World.
well, that's just us doing a convention.
Yeah, that's
later.
later.
In Brick Fair, Alabama, right?
I'll see you guys there.
Right.
Tyler, you
I
got
would say if you extend the question to the greater Lego fam, a bunch of them right now are doing the FanX Expo in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's 15, I think, doing panels and stuff. So, what's kind of, see, I can't speak for season one because I don't know what happened with you guys because you got all COVIDed out and shut down. But For us, because it's opening up, there's been a lot of interaction with the season 2 cast members circulating through all the major conventions, but even expos. I mean, a lot of us are trying to line up expos that are regional or local to us just to stay in touch and to hang out and also engage with fans, because that's always cool.
Yeah, it's been amazing how many of you are showing up at conventions together. I keep seeing all these group shots and everything like that. It's so awesome to get to watch that through social media. Although I'd like to point out, how is it that Utah has 2 Lego conventions within almost like 30 days, and Atlanta?
Well, they don't have 2.
Cue the crickets. Cue the crickets.
Yeah, the FanX Expo is more of like a Comic-Con. It's a general pop culture thing, and they're just celebrating that Lego is part of that pop culture component.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Brick Slopes is a convention. That's an honest to God legit convention. But FanX is a little different. It's the 3rd largest Comic-Con, not non-branded Comic-Con thing.
Yeah.
I'm just salty that Florida doesn't have a convention.
Yeah.
I guess make one. If you don't have one, make one.
There's only
If
like
you build it, they will come.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come.
Maybe that's what I'll just call the convention.
Well, isn't there supposed to be a Brick Universe is going to be in Tampa?
Really?
In October, I think.
Let me check.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
it's Brick University or something. Right?
Yeah, it's
Let me
something.
check. Let me check the Google Drive. I can tell you.
They don't seem to reply back to us about wanting to go. So
There's a question. All right. So the real question is, are you guys still the Castle Bros?
Good question. Technically, no. A lot of people are still calling it.
Actually, isn't it legally? Isn't it legally? No.
Yeah, like I signed a.
You saw my hand cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just technical; it's legally binding.
Oh yeah.
So are you?
So what were the? Go ahead. Sorry.
Comeback though, like you could reclaim the title with a mind-blowing castle.
I mean, it's pretty content having Lego Masters Season 2 champion. That sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie.
I'd say keep. You got a good trade.
It's pretty good trade, right, bro? Yeah, we'll definitely take that over Castle Bros. It's a bit of a loss, but honestly, Caleb and Jacob Caleb especially is like really into castles too, so they were honestly Castle Bros as well. So them becoming the new Castle Bros is actually kind of cool to see, especially as we are like just a little older than them, and seeing them kind of take off, especially on that episode. Take the mantle. Yeah, like go for it. And
so are y'all contractually obligated to not build castle anymore?
Oh yeah.
No. Part of the was that part of the deal?
They still allow us to build castle. We talked about it, and they were like, "We could stop you," and I'm like, "Well, I guess so." And then they're like, "No, we won't. We're actually good friends with them, even though we pretend."
Caleb and Jacob are just too
we had
nice.
so much fun with them on set.
No, the compromise is they're still allowed. They can build Nexo Knights, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Had to go there.
Yeah, maybe if you build a Nexo Knight, it breaks the curse, and then everything's lifted. That kind of thing. So.
We should just call them the Nexo Knight Bros.
I said that weeks ago.
The Nexo Bros.
Man, that would be
So Tyler, I did not realize, the background. So we were doing small talk very early on. It was episode 1 or maybe 2. So we were van mates, and I did the whole ET thing that was funny, and then I don't know how, but I brought up Nexo Knights, and for the next 30 minutes, the only thing that cut us off was pulling up to the front of the hotel. For the next 30 minutes, there was this epic rant of stream of consciousness, like why Nexo was the worst idea ever, and the horrors of it, and it was like nonstop. Like I was like, wow, this man is passionate.
There it is.
Oh God!
Did you guys see that on Instagram? Yeah.
But no, I did not.
The greatest
realize
Lego treasure at this point in time. Just saying.
I know. I didn't realize the extreme passion behind the Nexo Knights theme, and I was educated. Forcefully educated.
I like the idea. I like the idea of Nexo Knights more than the final execution of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to leave here.
Yeah.
But one thing I have to say, I'm disappointed that they're letting y'all's final build live here in Florida. And mine's got to live up in New York. Like I feel like we need to swap it. You're closer to New York than I am.
Yeah.
Well, we can get you
not
in
really
touch with
close.
Ryan and y'all can swap out a deal or something. I mean, Ryan's in charge of the model shop up there.
This is true.
You got
This
connections.
is true. I'll talk to Ryan.
Wait, y'all supposed to have a free trip up there, don't? I mean, does
We
that
do.
make it invalid
We do.
or something? Or?
It is. It's still good. I think they just finished the hotel. They were like, yes, you can come whenever you want when the hotel is done. Otherwise, we have a very nice tent for you.
It tickles me that the second season is over and you still haven't been able to redeem your voucher.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
That's hilarious.
All right, this has been awesome, guys.
Dude, thanks for
having me
dropping
on.
by.
Mark and Steven, congratulations.
Thanks,
Never
man.
doubted you guys for a second.
Appreciate it. Means a lot. Thank you.
See you
You
guys.
should have had a little trophy to pass. That would have been really cool for them to have. For him to, that would have been awesome.
Maybe next
Production
time.
values.
I'm pretty
We
sure
don't have
it's
them.
not a moving trophy. That's it. You get a trophy. It's like you get your own trophy. Yeah, it's not the Stanley Cup.
Okay, can I just say that I really wanted to see the trophy roll out at the party. That would have been super amazing. That they announce it, and then the trophy comes rolling out. I mean, so
It's not like the trophy had to go far. I mean,
Yeah.
you're here. You should have gone
It
home
was
with
right
it.
at the road.
it was in Hiram.
Yeah. I mean, that makes no sense why you don't already have it. I mean,
Yeah, and would have made perfect sense.
They accidentally sorted it out in this Atlanta Brick Company in the bins. They got to go back and put it back together.
It's going to be in the Brick Pit for season 3. They'll find the Lego Masters season 2 plaque and they're like, what?
what the heck is?
All right, guys. Well, we have hit an hour, and we'd love to thank our guests for coming for this kind of special episode of Old Gray Bricks. And we will be back on our normal Messy Monday on Monday. Everybody's invited. And we're going to go to smaller topical shows on Thursday. We'll let you know some more information about that and everything. So Messy Monday will be next Monday. Dana, you're doing your thing on Friday, right? Is that correct?
Friday at 3:00 Eastern. Yes.
All right, good deal. Anybody else going to be on a show, on a broadcast? They want to say, yeah, what you got, Moto?
So Friday, I will be with Tricky Bricks reviewing the finale episode with them. A rare occurrence to do it on a Friday, but it's a finale. Mark and Steven, I'll represent you well on there. And Sunday, I will be on the Tricky Bricks show reviewing We Are Family, the builds for Talk Like a Pirate Day. And
Nice.
I think people have really stepped it up this year, and looking forward to seeing the submissions and reviewing them and chatting about them. And I bought some costume gear, so I'm going to have some pirate swag on when I do it. So that ought to be fun.
Nice.
Oh, and Saturday, man, I always forget. I host my own Lego Masters 2 cast member chat on Saturday evenings. I always forget to self-promote for some reason. But yeah, if you are a subscriber to my channel or you want to go search out and find it, the cast members talk about the episodes. And this is, of course, the finale. So this is the last one where we'll be able to talk about the show. And then we'll have to figure out where it goes from there. But yeah, we'll wrap things up this Saturday. I'm always on YouTube for some reason.
Good deal. Like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Moto, we appreciate it. I try to drop it there.
Just share it with your friends. Have fun. Come by if you want. You don't
right.
have to subscribe or sub or likes or whatever. I don't care.
But we can.
So
All right.
So
thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Really appreciate it. Congratulations to what you've accomplished. And you guys were, the best of the best. You were my ride or die. And I'm not going to say anything personally, but Tyler's my friend and you guys are my friends. So if you want to win season 3,
be friends.
I
with
was
me.
going to point that out earlier that there was like some Kismet Chris connection, but you know what? Now that you brought it up, I'll second it. Yeah.
No, there you go. That's right. If I'm your friend, no, you'd be a loser. Anyway, so thank you guys in so many ways. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for representing the Lego adult fan community well. You represented our lug well because you are peach luggers, and that's great. Yeah. And you guys were just amazing the whole season. All the cast were. Moto. We were pulling for you too, man. We just were excited for you, and the fact that you guys were so close and didn't call me, it's all right. But thank y'all for being here tonight. Have a great time. Be awesome. Build awesome. And hey, Take care of your neighbors, love on your neighbors, and be awesome. So y'all have a great night. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.